4. Yeah, welcome to part 4. This will be from 70 to 61. This is number 70, and number 70 is Star Wars 3 episode, Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. This is my favorite of all the Star Wars movies. I think the ending fight between Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi is phenomenal. Very cool fighting between those two. I really like Yoda in this one. I like the different battles on the different, planets, systems. I especially like when Obi-Wan Kenobi is hunting down General Grievous, and that fight, that's very cool. This is also a 2-disc set. Oh yeah, this is 2-disc set. So that's number 70, Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. At number 69 is Die Hard 2: Die Harder, starring Bruce Willis, of course. This is, I think, the second weakest of the Die Hard franchise. I only say second weakest because, number 5, yeah, that thing that was actually made, yeah, that thing. Anyway, Die Hard 2, it's still a fun action movie. It's just one of the weakest of the franchise. So, but it's still John McClane being John McClane. At number 68 is a 2013 release of a very, very good horror thriller movie, and that is Carrie, starring Chloe Grace Moretz. This is the remake. This movie is awesome. Throughout the first and second and kind of thirdish act, this is it's more of a thriller. It's setting up the events to the final of the third act, which is where she goes nuts. As soon as that pig's blood is poured onto her, she goes absolutely nuts once that happens. And when that does happen, the kills she does is very cool. I really like when she kills the main bad girl. I think that's very cool. Yeah. Something about this also, I really like this disc. It has Carrie White just walking down the street with her hands held out, like that. Yeah. So that's number 68, Carrie. At number 67 is another movie with Chloe Grace Moretz. I really like her as an actress, and that is the first Kick-Ass movie. This movie is very cool, a very cool movie on the superhero genre, but this takes it more comedic. I really like how realistic this is, because he really gets his ass kicked in this movie. I really like Big Daddy in this, and I really like Hit Girl in this, played by Chloe Grace Moretz. And Aaron Taylor Johnson is Kick-Ass. This cast is just all, yeah. Aaron Taylor Johnson is Kick-Ass. Aaron Taylor Johnson, yes. Yeah, it's very good. There's one scene where it has this very cool music to it, and Big Daddy is pretty much killing all the guys in a warehouse. It's very cool. You might know what scene I'm talking about. So there's number 67, Kick-Ass. Number 66 is the second of this anthology, and that is Aliens, directed by James Cameron, the second one. Aliens is a phenomenal movie. It is a great action movie. Has I really like Bill Paxton as this, as kind of the dork Marine guy. Sigourney Weaver in this is awesome, of course, especially when she's in that mechanical suit at the end, fighting the Queen. And I think it's her iconic line, "Get away from her, you bitch." Yeah, Sigourney Weaver in this is awesome. Very cool action movie, this movie. And there is the disc there. If I had to put these in order, my first favourite would be Aliens, then it would go don't hate me for this. Then we'll go Alien Resurrection. I think that's a very cool action movie. Then we'll go the original Alien. And then Alien 3 is my least favourite of the bunch. It just bores me the most out of them. Yeah, so that's number 66, Aliens. Good job, James Cameron. At number 65 is, you guys are probably wondering why this is also in my list. Once again, it's my list. And number 65 is the sequel to The Mummy Returns. This movie is awesome. I really, really like this movie. This also stars The Rock as the Scorpion King, and Brendan Fraser is awesome as this. This is definitely my favourite role of Brendan Fraser's. It's just fun. Yeah, these are just fun adventure fantasy movies. This one is a 2-disc. Yeah, so that's number 65, The Mummy Returns. At number 64 is the remake of King Kong by Peter Jackson. Phenomenal movie that is. That has one of the best fantasy fights between King Kong and three Tyrannosaurus Rexes, and the end fight between King Kong and the planes on the top of the Empire State Building, I think. Yeah, between King Kong as well. This movie is just awesome. Really like Adrian Brody in this as well. And there is the disc. So that's number 64, King Kong. At number 63 this is sort of the prequel to The Mummy Returns, if you want to call it that, and that is The Scorpion King, starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson. This pretty much tells the tale of the Scorpion King and how he became to be the Scorpion King. I really, really like this movie. It's not as much of a fantasy as The Mummy or The Mummy Returns or Mummy to Murder the Dragon Emperor, but it's more of a medieval swords and sandals movie. But this movie is very cool. I really like the enemy in this, who is this guy. He plays Memnon, I think. Very, very, very cool movie. I think the Mummy movies and the Scorpion King movies are very underrated. In my opinion, I think they need more hype because they are very good movies. At number 62 is the fourth in this franchise, and that is Lethal Weapon 4, starring Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Chris Rock, and Jet Li. Jet Li in this movie is the villain. He is awesome. Mel Gibson is awesome. This is by far probably my favourite role of his. Sorry, Braveheart, I had to do that. Danny Glover's a bit of a dork, though. I don't know. I can't take his character too seriously. But Mel Gibson is awesome in this movie. This is a very cool action movie. One of those double-sided discs. It has like the special features on the other side. But yeah. There I do believe is the scene where they are promoted to captains, and they're pretty much just laughing about it. This movie's hilarious as well as a really good action movie. And the end fight between Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, and Jet Li's characters, oh my god, is that one of the best end fights in an action movie. At number 61 is definitely one of my favourite movies of all time, and that is James Cameron's Titanic, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. Oh my god, is this movie amazing. This has probably my saddest death scene in this movie, and that is Jack Dawson, Leonardo DiCaprio's character. This movie is just awesome. I really love it. It's probably my childhood favourite, my second childhood favourite. So 61, Titanic. So yeah, that was part 4